Hey, what's up, guys? This is IFBB Pro D. Michael and C.M.O. of Fuel Meals. I'm here today at the 2015 Golds Classic with the guest poser of the night, Mr. AKA Getting It Done, Kai Greene. What's up, Kai? How you doing today?
How are you? I'm good.
Good. As usual, you put on a great show tonight. When you step on stage, what do you think about before you step on stage? I know at the Suburban 3 years ago, I was back there. I seen you thinking. What is it that you think about?
Man, you know what? First, I want to thank you for the opportunity to address your supporters. And to answer your question, you know what, man, I think honestly, when I'm about to go on stage, I'm really just trying to get my head right to try to get it right. I want to have a solid approach to trying to do the best job that I can that evening with that material.
Absolutely. And now, moving on to this whole season, we've been following you, and not only are you coming out with Dynamic Muscle, you have your segment on ESPN. I seen you the other day at Comic-Con. You're doing everything. International tours constantly. Let's get started with ESPN. How'd you get involved with that? What are your thoughts, and what is everything moving forward from there?
Well, you know what? Thank you for even acknowledging that. To the people at home, I'm going to tell you, it starts with the decision to step into your better person. I think since I've made the commitment to do that, I think my team has been awesome in being able to support a person that is constantly committed to trying to step into the larger vision of personal success. So, Adam and I have been really, really adamant about trying to just murder everything moving behind the scenes. And, we're blessed and highly favored and very, very fortunate that the universe will support the man that wants to put his feet in the path of increase. So we're working to do that, and I see that being realized every day.
I see you guys just announced Dynamic Muscle about a month or so ago, and it's been blowing up ever since then. What are your plans for Dynamic Muscle? What do you guys plan on doing with the company? I know your partner Adam, he likes to think outside the box. So is there any little secret that you have with what you guys doing next to Dynamic Muscle?
Well, our goal with Dynamic Muscle is, and thank you for acknowledging that, our goal with Dynamic Muscle is to speak to the increase of everyone and represent everyone with the idea that best represents some of the things that we can do and do on a high level. So I think our ability to be increased starts with our aim to increase everyone else. And with that, we're trying to speak very positively to the training enthusiast that wants to go to the gym and get a great workout. Well, we got some products for that. For the enthusiast that goes to the gym and wants to get a great pump without the stimulants, well, we got a product for that with Dynamic Muscle. But more importantly, to the person that's at home looking to be their best and has yet to define exactly what that is, well, as the company Dynamic Muscle, we're looking to be able to address that as well. We're looking to help you as you find your way. We're looking to help you address that. So
absolutely, and we see that throughout the posts on social media and everything, that you guys are stepping out of the box with that. Now, talking about stepping out of the box and being a bodybuilder, it's not all about bodybuilding for you. We see with Comic-Con, you have your own magazine coming out. Let's talk a little bit about that. What are you doing with that?
Magazine, but we are working on a graphic novel, and that was our whole reason for being at Comic-Con. We were working to promote the graphic novel that's called Chronicles of King Kai, and we've been met with a very good response. And the goal with Chronicles of King Kai is to teach some lessons, through really well-written, well-structured storytelling, really good illustrations that I myself have a hand in. The goal, again, is to accept the responsibility of being the example. And through the example, not preach, but encourage by being unafraid to let your light shine. So that's what we're trying to do. And that's what we're looking to encourage others to step into their greatness by not preaching, but to really aim to be the example of what it looks like when people, I won't just say a man, but when people, when I say people, I'm talking collectively, my team, and I've got an incredible team that is ever growing. behind the scenes that are working to help me step into my greatness and see my larger vision of personal success. So we want to show what that example is and what that example looks like when you're unafraid to get out of your own way and step out there and allow yourself to see the great things that you can do, even you. So when I say even you, I mean, I say this to myself, this is how I talk to myself. Even me, even God's unperfect perfection.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, we see you practice what you preach. What you say now is what you show on stage, show off stage. And talking about, you have the acting on stage when you guest pose and everything. Now you go into acting off stage and a feature film coming out. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, we teamed up with Generation Iron, and Generation Iron has allowed me to use their ever-growing vehicle as a resource to step into and step up to even larger heights, higher heights. I have a producer credit, which allows me to step into or put on the hat of writing and developing behind the scenes some of the material that we're looking to produce going forward. So I'm excited about that. I'm really, really, really excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunity that Generation Iron is, presented me with. We are working on a feature film. We are working on multiple projects behind the scenes, as the deal is actually a multiple-year deal. And, the expectation is to be able to challenge myself as well as others, my team, as we try to increase others, as we step into the larger reason for why we're here. Personal development, self-development, self-mastery, and encouragement to everybody to step into their greatness.
Absolutely. Is there anything that we haven't touched that you haven't exposed yet that you might want to talk about? Any new projects coming out that you would like to release today?
We have a lot of projects that we're currently working on, and I'm very, very fortunate and excited to be able to do it. We've already mentioned, Dynamic Muscle, which is very close to my heart. It's the first time I've ever stepped into the role of being a businessman and actually working in the behind the scenes, and not so much as an athlete, but working in the behind the scenes of day to day what goes on with, developing a company and developing a strong support group in the way of my team behind the scenes that are vital in helping me step into my larger vision. But Dynamic Muscle is up there. Shout out to Aaron and PJ. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to so with that said, I got to say a special shout out to my boy George Farah. Special shout out to Rock Body. Special shout out to Ryder. My kicks. So I'm very proud to wear. But we got a lot of projects. We got some really cool tours that are coming up that are international. Chronicles of King Kai, we just got a chance to go to Comic-Con and actually get started with the process of developing that on a larger platform. It's going to be an animated series. You'll be able to check it out soon. But behind the scenes, man, we are writing, we are working, and we are unafraid to step into our larger potential and see that larger vision realized.
Now, we talked about all these new projects that you're doing, but for the bodybuilding fans, where you started, the question is, with all these projects going on, are you making the extra time to possibly step on stage next year?
Well, I don't think you make time to step on stage. I think you make the commitment. It's a part of your lifestyle at this point. Training, being able to train at the level to be able to present your best on stage is a big responsibility. I am training and I am working, and my goals are to do some very big things in 2016. 2016 will be our year of increase. When I say ours, I mean everyone that stands under the Dynamic Muscle, the Kai Greene support system. I see you, I appreciate you, I respect you, and 2016 will be our year of increase for a lot of reasons, but most importantly because we're going to work harder, we're going to reach deeper, and we're going to aim higher.
Absolutely. Kai Greene, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. On behalf of Fuel Up, here's some meals for the ride home.
Meals for the ride home, just in case I get a little hungry. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you very much, Kai Greene. D. Michael signing out.
And they saying I'm back, I'd agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit, I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off, ooh, I needed that. And they wanna see me pick back up, well, where'd I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things, now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt cause I'm just mobbing like that.